Alright, I'm making some more push sticks. But first, I gotta deal with something. Alright, I got a drainage issue here. Having quite a thaw right now. It's about 45 degrees. It's sunny. And the same thing happened last year. I have this trough carved right here where I'm standing, and it's all filled up with ice right now, so it's not working. And I'm just going to carve a path through this ice so it drains out into this ditch over here. See part of it. I gotta redig it every year, but that's what redirects the water, keeps it from flowing in this direction where it's going right now, because then it just ends up underneath the building. And what's going to happen right here is that this snowbank here is going to create an ice dam, and it's going to freeze back up when the temperature drops. And when that happens, that creates another situation where this whole parking lot can fill up with water, and then it's very difficult to control that. And that happened last year. Hi there, Joe. And all the water goes underneath the building here, and I had some erosion occur around these piers in front. That's not good. Beautiful day out today. So when the conditions are right, I get a bathtub effect when I get ice buildup when it rains in the winter. This happened last year. So I'm going to look forward to going out there with my pickaxe and cutting a trench through that ice dam that's pulling up the water. Because if this gets too high, it'll overflow and then rush underneath my building. So I got to be careful about what happens here with drainage, because it can get a little hairy. I definitely don't want to have water underneath the building. And I don't know, I just figured I'd make a video about this in case one of you ends up with this god-awful property someday. You gotta know what to do, because this geographical location is prone to flash flooding, and everybody that lives around here has some drainage problems. Well, not everybody, but if you're in the valley. The building across the street here has a drainage issue with their parking lot. The post office in town has one of the worst drains. It fills up completely with water. I bet it's really bad right now. But yeah, everything fills up with water really quick, but the soil is really porous and rocky, so it drains out quick. But the flash flooding can be a problem. There's a hillside up here, but you know, if it thaws too quickly, there can be a deluge of water coming down. And if I don't have a berm here on the side, it'll drain right into the parking lot, right underneath the building. And it flooded. Once when I was there, the water went almost all the way up to the top of the piers. and that was scary. So it's not draining too bad here on the road. But depending on how they grade the road, sometimes they can slope it in instead of run it up, and that can create the flow of water to come in here, and that's not good. During Hurricane Irene, I was up all night digging this ditch out. I was out here at 4 in the morning making sure that that water didn't come in, and it may have saved the property because I was able to direct all of that flood water over here. That flooded out the properties next door. So I got to spend about maybe 30 minutes with the pickaxe here, and I'm going to create a trough so that any water that comes down that road or that hill will be pulled up right here, but then it'll drain out and then go into the ditch. And that's the key, because the railroad ditch is what saves this property from flooding out, because there's basically a big French drain that runs continuously alongside those tracks. It's full of gravel, so it can take a lot of water. I got my drain working. Took me 30 minutes, like I thought. So now all this water that pulls up here will go this way. And what's nice is, because this water's warm, it's going to just continue to come trough and thaw out more of that frozen ground. So you don't actually have to make a very deep ditch, just have to get enough to get the water started. This also helps just keep the ice down, keep it drained. So that's one of the things I got to do to keep this place going. I'd say controlling the drainage is priority number one to take care of this property. And then priority number two is keeping the ice from building up on the edge there. And for that, I got my snow rake. I just have to cut it back at least a foot so that ice doesn't build up. A couple years I let that go, and the wind can actually push the ice up against the window. You get these big icicles that stick onto the glass, and that'll actually break the glass on these storm windows. So, ice and water, nature's fury. Gotta go to the post office in my big truck. It's a biggins. It's aluminum. That's aluminum too. It doesn't stick. The speaker girl sticks. There we go.
Look at that backup cam. It's way clearer than mine.
This thing can haul, like, you know, I can put like almost 5,000 pounds in the back of it.
Oh my god, look at that guy's car. I wonder if he was in that accident yesterday. His back of his car is all smashed up.
Get out of my back.
I saw all the debris from that today. There's a bunch of car parts on the side of the road, like fenders, bumpers, stuff like that.
What injured?
I don't know. I haven't read the article about it.
cars.
You could go. You need to put the camera down because you're not driving. That's against the law what you're doing right now.
What, to film when I'm driving?
It's hands-free. You can't have any electronics. Doesn't matter what it is. Oh my god, look at this puddle. Like a lake.
That's crazy.
Gloves.
Nice.
They're really warm. Just like mine are shitty too. Park there right now.
Pretty shaky.
The whole door is like making noise.
Chevy 2500 is definitely better. Thing's clunky.
Do you really want an enormous truck?
Definitely big balls.